G'day legends, it's Mark here from North Oz, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Gulu GT4000S, which is a jump starter designed to jumpstart vehicles all the way from small displacement engines up to large displacement engines like I have in my Land Cruiser behind me. I want to show you some of the tech specs of this, how to actually use it, but before we get started, let's see what actually comes in the box and see what you get with this unit. So let's get stuck into it. Today's going to be a good one. Alrighty guys, so straight into the unboxing, and you can see that on the outside of the box itself we have a 4000 amp peak current rating. It also is able to jumpstart engines that are petrol up to 12 litres and diesel engines up to 10 litres, which is plenty for my needs and for the vehicles here at North Oz. This is the unit itself, which we'll be talking about very shortly, but it also comes with a bag and of course the user manual. The bag very handy to store everything in so it doesn't find its way into different places in the vehicle and bounce around, so very happy with that. It has also very high quality terminals as well, which I'm very impressed with. Over here we've got a way to charge the actual unit itself in the car, so it's got a charging unit, also has a very handy little USB QC 3.0 port on there as well, which is again very handy. We have a accessory socket here as well, which I'll show you and demonstrate how we'll use that very shortly. And we also have USB-C to USB-C cable and a USB-A to USB-C cable. The reason why we have so many different cables is because this not only is able to jumpstart, but is also really handy to use for other things when you are going remote. So let's have a look at that now. I've been using the Gulu Jumpstarter now for a couple of weeks, and there are some features that I want to show you guys that I really like, and then we'll jump into some of the tech specs as well. So the first thing is you press the power button and you can see that it's got a nice bright display, really easy and clear to see, and it's not going to scratch up as well because it's got that kind of matte finish on it too, which I really like. Underneath the battery percentage as well tells you how many watts this thing is putting out if you're charging up some things, which again, I'll show you very shortly. So if you hold down the power button, you actually get my first favorite feature, which is the really bright light. And not only is it a really bright, solid light, but you can use that and it'll just stay on for as long as you need it to. And then if you press the power button again, it gives you an SOS. And then the last one, which again is probably my favorite feature of this unit, is the strobe light. Now, if you guys are in a situation where you need to work on the car on the side of the road, you just go ahead, get this out and put it behind the car, and it's going to let motorists know that you are working on your vehicle. So again, this unit is pretty well thought out, and the light on this is very bright. And if you have a look at some of the other jump starters, I think you might be surprised that this light compares very well to those. Another thing I really like is the 24-month standby time on this. You know, some people might not be using this all the time for its handy features of being able to use a USB and accessory sockets on this. So if you're not using those, you're just keeping this in the vehicle for a long period of time, then 24 months is plenty of time. Just every couple of years, get it out and give it a bit of a charge, and then you'll be right for another couple of years. Now, not only can this thing jumpstart my 4.5 litre V8 turbo diesel Land Cruiser, but it is also really handy to use just all around the campsite and when you don't have access to some power. It has USB-C input, and it's also got two USB-As as well. It also has a 15 volt 10 amp accessory socket here too. And of course it has the input for the terminal cables so that you can jumpstart your battery or anybody else's battery as well. So I really like the inputs on here because it means that I can, charge things like my computer, I can charge my drones, I can charge my battery, just in case I'm away from my vehicle where I have my charging ports. Just gives me another option as well. I don't have to carry any other power banks. I can just carry this if that's all I have. If I'm just going on a quick trip, this will actually serve multiple purposes, which I'm really happy with. As you guys know, here in Australia and Cairns where I live, the temperatures get up very, very high. Now this thing has an operating temperature between negative 20 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. So I'm not going to be too concerned about heat affecting this unit. Now for charging this unit and also charging your accessories, this actually has a 100 watt two-way input. So you can actually charge this with 100 watts and it can also charge to 100 watts as well, which again makes this a pretty powerful little unit. So I'm just going to mention two more features that I really like, and one of them is that this is IP65 waterproof and dustproof. So I'm always looking for those ratings as I'm going out and doing my big trips. And it also has a lot of safety protections in this as well. So even for things like reverse polarity. So if you hook this up wrong, it's not going to damage this unit. And that's something that's, again, really important, because if you're just giving it to your mates to use, or you're on the side of the road and someone's struggling to get their car started, you can just give them this unit while you're doing other things and giving them a hand, let them use it, and you're not going to be too worried about them damaging the unit, which again is pretty good. So a lot of safety features built into this. I think there's about 12, so you can go ahead and check that out on their website as well if you're interested to see how many and what these safety features are. With some of my favorite tech specs and features covered of the GT4000S, it's now time to show you how you can use this unit to jumpstart your battery. Now, to do this, I have been running the lights on my Land Cruiser for a little while now, trying to take some of the charge out of the battery. No, my battery is not completely flat. I don't have one of those around, but I am going to still show you anyway how you can use this unit to jumpstart your vehicle. In this case, it's a 4.5 litre turbo diesel V8, and with a little bit of charge taken out of it. So I'm going to show you how you can do that now. To jumpstart the vehicle, connect the clamp attachment to the Gulu unit and to the terminals on the starter battery. Then press the boost button. When the ready sign appears, turn the vehicle over and you are good to go. So guys, that's a Gulu GT4000S, and this is packed with features, and the tech specs on it is very impressive. So I would just like to say a very big thank you to Gulu for sponsoring today's video. It is companies like Gulu that allow me to continue what I'm doing here on YouTube. So a very big thank you to them. And if you would like to go ahead and purchase one of these jump starter units, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description and down below in the comment section, and you can use my discount code to save yourself some money. And full disclosure, I do get a little bit of kickback from that as well, so you'll be supporting the channel as well. So I'm going to be putting this in my drawer system somewhere, tuck it away for an emergency. And until then, guys, I'm going to see you very shortly in the next video, but I'll see you even sooner down in the comment section. See you there. Guys, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I want to say a huge thank you. And again, as a way to say thank you to you guys, Gulu and I are going to be giving away one of these units to one of you subscribers. So just make sure that you have subscribed, and I want you to comment your craziest breakdown story, or if you don't have a crazy breakdown story, you can tell me what vehicle you plan on using this for, and we'll make sure that we draw the winners over the next week and a half. I'll make sure that I have all the details in an upcoming video, but I'll also make sure I have all the details in the description for you guys and on our community page as well. So guys, make sure you subscribe, comment your craziest story or what vehicle you would use this jump starter on or how you would use it, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. See you then.